hands, Chief.
Which law? The law that is not their law? The law that oppresses them? You are asking the oppressor, the oppressed, to go and ask permission from his oppressors how he's going to get out of oppression? You're joking.
Speaking about history and the masses, it's the 24th anniversary of June 12th.
Correct.
And so we do remember at that time how, it was a different scenario. Electorally, people believed in the system, everyone went out, but 24 years on, how would you say the ideals or what that period stood for has impacted the country?
Well, it has not, and that's why we're going backwards. Nigeria is going backward. Things, yesterdays are better than today, and if we're not careful with today, today will be better than tomorrow. That's retrogression. Nigeria is not performing in any of the social indices. We're not doing well. Education, health, agriculture. But we are, perhaps you can say we're doing well. We produce more children that we cannot take care of. As I said, because we don't take care of enough of our children, they are being born now with brains that are smaller than normal. And those are incendiary bombs for the future. They can't cope with human civilization because they're deficient at birth. Babies are not well fed. You go to any of the hospitals where babies are being born by their mothers, and those that are born at home, it's sickening. The height of Nigerian people is going down.
What about June 12th?
We're not eating well.
What about June 12th would you like to see in our nation today?
Let us do an agreement. Constitution is an agreement that we agree to live together by these rules which we will spell out about governance.
Is that a new constitution you're talking about?
Yes. This current one is a fraudulent one. And it's giving us victimhood.
Why do you say it's fraudulent?
Because we never did it, and they say we did it. If somebody say you did something that you not do, is that not a lie? We went to court, the case is in court, praying the court to say, look, the Nigerian people never did it. The court kept adjourning, part of the problem we have. The case is still in court. Inauro started it. A lot of distinguished men and women up and down this country had their signature there. The case has not been taken.
What do you think about the confab that we've had, let's say the recent one? If we had an implementation of that, will it solve the problems?
It will go a long way in solving them.
So why don't we adopt it and begin to use it then?
Ask me, if I'm president, I'll do it yesterday, not even today. But ask Buhari, they never believed in it. So the problems are mounting. We are suffocating. We are self-inflicted with injuries. And we will reap the fruit of our labor. That's my prayer.
But declaring the public holiday, do you consider that a step forward, such that subsequently on the days ahead, we still do know that some of those ideals have to be revisited?
Well, I hope so, I pray so. You cannot run away from the truth. If you live a life of falsehood, you reap falsehood, and it will not pay you. So sooner than later, I hope, you get out of the forest of ignorance and move to the light, the lamplight of knowledge, and be able to live a decent life. God has endowed Nigeria with human and material abundance, but we are mismanaging them. These are not leaders in every field. They are misleaders. They take care of themselves, but to no avail, because it wouldn't work. A tree doesn't make a forest. If we don't get down to brass tack and tell ourselves the truth and move this country, religion, ethnicity, all those will multiply to the detriment of the peoples of Nigeria, and an implosion could happen.
Okay, we'll talk about practical steps when we come back from this break in just a moment. Don't go away. Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. We've got a question that will come from Maogbai.
Well, thank you, Chamberlain. Just quickly, we're talking about moving the country forward. But quickly, Chief, do you think that sectional groups like yours could be a part of the problem? Because now we're talking about June 12th. Southwest states are celebrating or marking the day by declaring a public holiday. There's been no attempt, it would seem, by sectional groups to ensure that, you know, other groups, the interests of other groups are also carried along. So for instance now, just last month, there was also the marking of Biafra Day. We've never seen that, you know, other groups from other parts of the country are involved in things like the awareness of such a day to ensure that, you know, people understand that this is a country and we can actually promote things that could unite us. Why is that?
Why do you think sectional group is wrong? Are you saying that me, a Yoruba man, should translate to Hausa, Fulani, or Igbo? And that if I'm a Yoruba man, ipso facto, by the fact of it, it is wrong? I don't believe that. I want to bring the best of Yoruba civilization to the table, common table of Nigeria and Nigerians, to share with me. And I want to share their own. So I cannot bring to the table to share good things of my civilization if I don't nurse it, if I don't cherish it, if I don't do well for it. And I expect other people to put their own houses in order so that together we can bring diversity and have the benefit of diversity in our country. I don't see anything wrong with anybody promoting their own religion, their own ethnicity, their own whatever. It is good. It is only bad if you do it at the expense of others. I don't see anything that the Yoruba of my civilization has done against other people, all throughout Yoruba land in this country, through the villages, clans, etc., to the urban areas. All ethnic groups are with us. They are not terrorized. We don't victimize them. We welcome them with open arms. In fact, there is the popular saying among Yorubas that if we receive visitors and the room is not enough, you can leave your bedroom for your visitor. But when we Yorubas go somewhere else, they ask us to sleep at the gate of the house. We are very accommodating. But sectionalism is not bad per se if it is well managed. In fact, that is identity management. If you have no identity, you are not a human being. Everybody has identity. The thing is to promote it well in a cultural setting that allows for diversity to flourish. Please, I'm not against sectionalism. And we are not using Afenifere, for instance, to fight anybody. It's simply to organize, synthesize our own culture, our own language, our own values, our own ways of doing things by way of food, etc., and pass it to the human civilization. There's nothing wrong in that.
All right, we'll also anchor at that point. Dr. Amos Akingba is in NADECO and Afenifere Chieftain. We appreciate your talking to us this morning.
It's my great pleasure.
All right, and thank you. That's where we also anchor the show today. We thank you all for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain Uso.
Thanks for watching. I'm Gimba Umar.
Thank you for watching and for your contributions as well. I'm Maokwe Ogun.